tell me about I Love Merry-Go-Round. How'd that happen?
Well, I wrote that with Shane McAnally and Josh Osborne, and yeah, it was cool. We were down on this little riding retreat down in Texas in the middle of nowhere, and on this ranch, and yeah, it's my favorite song that I have, that I've written. And I mean, whenever we were writing it, I got like pretty emotional, and that's always like a mark to me, to, where I know that like I'm on something good here, or whatever. If it makes me feel something, and it wrote itself pretty fast. Like, you know how it is. Like sometimes you can deliberate over a song for months even, but like it just once we kind of wrapped our brains around like what we kind of wanted to say with it, it was done in like I'd say no more than 2 hours, an hour and a half.
That's cool because that's a complicated song, really. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff.
A lot of like wordplay.
Yeah.
Which is kind of my favorite, But we tried to keep it simple at the same time, and really like conversational, which is like my favorite kind of song, where it just literally sounds like somebody's talking to you. So I still I love playing it out a lot. I still feel like little. If I really think about the words, like when I'm singing it, I get kind of a little emotional because it's kind of based on where I grew up, and I mean, you being from down there.
Yeah.
But I feel like too, it's not just you don't have to be from a small town to understand what I'm talking about, hopefully, because rich or poor, like big city or small town, I mean, there's settling everywhere. Just people trying to fill expectations, of their parents or whatever they feel like they need to do in life, and then not doing that, settling, and just it's life. So
it is. That's not a part of the world, I think, probably one of the few times Ronnie and I ever tried to do something that just trying to find some common ground. We wrote Red Dirt Road, and you play it for somebody in New Jersey and they go, that's my song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I wrote that about North Louisiana. You don't say that, but you think,
yeah.
As a songwriter, I bet you feel the same way. That's kind of the ultimate compliment that people everywhere kind of get that.
Yeah, I mean, we were in Scotland this past summer, and I played that song, and I had people coming up to me saying like, that's my, that sounds exactly like where I'm from. That's my town. That's my city or whatever. And I'm like halfway across the globe from where I grew up. And it's like, that's awesome. That makes me feel like I did my job as a songwriter,
Yeah.
Bridging gaps, different people.
And is this kind of your first hit, and it's going to keep climbing the charts? I love this song, and I don't see anything stopping it. It's just, it says too much good stuff. But so what's it feeling like now?
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, I've obviously always wanted to hear, a song of mine on the radio. That's kind of the point in what, why we're in this business. But
what'd that feel like the first time?
The first time I heard it, I was in the car with my sister, and we were driving around town, and I heard like the beginning lick, and I just like, my heart just dropped. And I knew that it, was being played around town. I just hadn't caught it yet. And I wasn't sure like what was going to happen whenever I heard it. I didn't know if I was going to like laugh or just like be like, huh, that's cool. Cause I'm pretty laid back as a person. I'm just not,
You're not a big OMG.
I mean, sometimes I guess, but it has to be like crazy. But no, I heard it and I just immediately just started like bawling and just crying. Because it was just such a crazy, like, full circle moment, And then my sister was in the car with me, and she had her camera with her, and she, got it on tape. So
oh, wow.
It was really cool. The second time I heard it, I didn't cry. But that first time, yeah, it got me.